This is so cursed. This is so cursed. This is cursed. Anyways. I ain't gonna lie, I just shit on that watching. I love you, but Twitter is crazy, anyways, we got rappers that died on drills. We got, I already know about Lil Jeff. That's the only person I know about. This man Lil Jeff was wilding, bro. So let's go ahead and watch this. And my audio's not in my headphones. Give me a second. If y'all can hear my TV, I'm sorry.
There's a popular saying that goes, live by the gun, die by the gun. This saying teaches us that the lifestyles we choose to live can often have unintended yet predictable outcomes. The subject of today's video would come face to face with this lesson. In today's video, we'll be telling the stories of 3 rappers that died.
Bro, he looked like Spot got him, bro.
Died while in the act of trying to kill another person. But before we get into the video, please be sure to like and subscribe.
I lost my remote. Y'all might hear my TV this video. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so sorry. I can't find my remote.
BigBuckz ELO, real name Elijah McKinney, was from St. Louis, Missouri. Similar to cities like Chicago, Philadelphia, and New Orleans, murder is commonplace in St. Louis.
I can't hear the song, but I know he's spitting. It's the way, like, y'all get what I'm trying to say? It's like the way the nigga
BigBuckz ELO, real name
It's like the way the video, bro. I know he's spitting right now.
Was from St. Louis, Missouri. Similar to cities like Chicago, Philadelphia, and New Orleans,
I know the song
murder
lit, bro.
is
I know it
commonplace
is.
in St. Louis. According to CBS News, it's the 2nd most dangerous city in America. St. Louis has heavy gang activity going on, and ELO was involved. He was a member of a gang called BigBuckz. BigBuckz primarily consists of 6 Deuce Crips, and they reside on Solway Avenue in North St. Louis.
He be getting jiggy.
ELO was known for allegedly being a top shooter in his crew and was thirsty to go after his opposition. St. Louis, similar to many cities with heavy gang activity, contained many gang members that also rapped. ELO was a drill rapper, and his songs primarily served as disses to his ops and described his life in the streets. One of BigBuck's main ops is another crew called The Six. On December 5th, 2016, ELO lost a close friend of his named Rookie, real name Damani H, who died as a result of a drive-by shooting. It's rumored that members of The Six were allegedly responsible for this. More specifically, a rapper from The Six named KB6. Years down the line, ELO would run into KB6 and would go on a wild mission to kill him in order to avenge Rookie.
I ain't gonna
that mission would ultimately cost ELO his life.
To get to that breaking news we are covering for you in North St. Louis. Police telling us several people have been shot and 3 of them have died. This happened just before 2 o'clock this afternoon in the Walnut Park West neighborhood.
Yo, what I might say might be out of pocket, but news anchors got a certain tone of voice. Like, they don't want to do this shit at all. Look, now reporting from St. Louis News. 3 people have died, 7 have been shot. And we don't know what the discovery of the location is, but guess what? We don't care. Like that, they literally sound like that, bro. I don't get it. Yo, I need to.
On July 29th, 2020, ELO, his friend named Day Sav, real name Dejan Nearing, and another friend named J2Z, real name Joshua Emerson, were in a stolen car riding through the 5500 block of Floyd Avenue at about 1:40 p.m. ELO was the driver, Daysav was in the front passenger seat, and J2Z was in the back. As they were driving, they spotted KB. Upon spotting him, they opened fire, shooting him multiple times. Members of the Six were in the area and started shooting back at ELO and his crew, leading to a full-blown shootout. People who lived nearby told police they heard non-stop gunshots. During this shootout, both ELO, Daysav, and J2Z were all shot repeatedly. In the aftermath, KB, ELO, and Daysav were all pronounced dead at the scene.
All 3 of these niggas? Wait, no fucking way.
KB, ELO, and Daysav were...
Bro, you lost 2 niggas in 1 day? Yo, you lost 2 niggas in 1 day? Your whole crew just got whacked right there, bro. That's why that shit is stupid, bro. Your whole crew just got racked simultaneously, bro. You might have took one, but they took two. Like, bro, they had a 2-for-1, bro. They say, all right, you'll take one, I'll take two. Fuck that. That's insane.
J2Z, who was 17 at the time,
That's insane,
was taken
bro.
to the hospital and ultimately survived his injuries. The
Good for
killers
him,
of
bro.
ELO and Daysab weren't charged, most likely due to self-defense. J2Z was actually the one charged with all three murders. He was officially charged with 1 count of first-degree murder for the death of KB and 2 counts of second-degree murder for the deaths of ELO and Daysab. Missouri law allows prosecutors to file murder charges if someone dies during the commission of a felony, even if the defendant did not directly cause the death. After 3 years, those charges were ultimately dismissed without prejudice, meaning they could possibly be filed again at a later date. The reason Jay's charges were dropped is because all of the possible witnesses refused to respond and show up to court. In the end, ELO achieved his goal of killing his bitter enemy, but suffered the ultimate consequence as a result.
Blumberg Geez. This nigga look like Spot him, got him, bro.
Blumberg Geez, real name Anthony Watson, was from North Philadelphia. He was a member of a set
That's probably why he
called
looks so
Blumberg,
familiar, bro.
also known as the Black Flags. The Black Flags primarily beef with Zoo Gang, Diamond Street, and Burke Street /20.
That's why, because that's from, let me shut up.
2418. Blumberg Geez would eventually start
This
rapping
nigga look mad
and built a
familiar, twin.
reputation for himself in the streets. Most of his songs were about killing his enemies. He was known for always being willing to go on a drill and never hesitating to fire his gun. This mentality would lead to Geez eventually getting charged with murder. On August 23, 2020, a rival gang member to Geez named Little Ranger, real name Hayward Garrison, was in the 2200 block of Diamond Street just after 1 a.m. when a gunman pulled up and opened fire. Little Ranger was struck, then he reportedly ran to the corner of Van Pelt and Diamond Street where he collapsed and was quickly picked up by a passing vehicle. While the car was driving to the hospital, the occupants flagged down a police cruiser that was responding to the shooting. Little Ranger was placed in the police car and taken to Temple Hospital, where he passed away just after 1:30 a.m. at just 16 years old. Blumberg Geez was allegedly the gunman in this incident.
Damn.
It is widely rumored that Little Ranger allegedly killed a Black Flag member named 40 earlier that year, and this is why Blumberg Geez allegedly killed him. Blumberg.
Alright, see what I mean? Like, the gang violence is so stupid, right? It's so stupid, but to gang members, they won't get it, right? They won't get it. You're killing someone because they killed your homie. Then it's just a repeated, it's just repeated sliding, bro, and dissing. The new generation only cares about how many bodies they get. They don't even care. Like, if they make money, it's just the cherry on top if they make money doing rapping and shit. But they don't really give a fuck about rapping. Look at Lil Jeff, bro. This nigga had money and fame, could have got up out of there. Q50 too. Q50, look, you too, nigga. Look, they got money, could get up out of there, bro. Y'all can diss from like across the states or whatever if y'all want to, but y'all still want to indulge in this. I want to shoot them up because I want to be tough and shit. No, bro, get your money, stack that shit up, and move out of there. If you want to steal this, go ahead, but this from fucking China or something. Like, you still on the block. No, bro, no, bro. And I get loyalty, but it's like you still on the block, bro. Let's do what Vaughn did. Go back to the block, supply your block, but you, bro, live in Atlanta or something. Go, bro, live somewhere else, nigga. Like, damn.
Blumberg Geez was officially charged for the 2020 murder of Little Ranger in March of 2022, and he was placed on Philadelphia's most wanted list.
This
Rather
nigga
than
look
turn
like,
himself in, Geez would go on
he
the
look like
run.
Chucky too, bro.
While
Like, he
on
just
the
look like
run,
a collection
he
of
didn't
niggas
keep
together,
a low
bro.
profile. Similar to the rapper Take K, he continued to make music and post music videos.
If you're still watching ads in 2025, you're doing something wrong.
Shut the
If you're
shut,
tired
shut
of
your
being
ass up.
Videos on his YouTube channel, despite the fact that he was on the most wanted list and the police were looking for him. Geez was on the run for over a year and was never caught. Ultimately, the police would never get the chance to arrest him, as Geez would lose his life while attempting to kill one of his enemies. On May 31st, 2023, Geez was sliding on members of Zoo Gang in the 1800 block of North Woodstock Street just after 8:15 p.m.
This nigga was hiding in plain sight. Y'all hear this? He was sliding on his op, so he was still on his block, bro. For over a year, and the police just did not catch this nigga.
Once spotting some of his ops, gunfire erupted. In the aftermath, Geez was shot once in the head and was then rushed to Temple University Hospital. 4 hours later, he would succumb to his injuries and be officially pronounced dead at just 21 years old.
Damn.
Members of Zoo Gang would claim that they were the ones that killed Geez as he tried to slide on them, but members of the Black Flags and people online would claim that Geez was accidentally killed by friendly fire by the person he was sliding with. The truth of what happened has not yet been officially confirmed. Geez was wearing gloves and a mask when he died, so it was clear that he was on a drill when it happened.
Yup, this nigga, like I was just talking about, this nigga.
Bloodhound Lil Jeff, real name Jeffrey Harris, is a rapper and gang member from the east side of Chicago.
Don't say is, nigga, say was.
He had 2 brothers and was raised primarily by his mother, as his dad wasn't really around. He quit playing basketball after he didn't make the varsity team, so he looked for something else to do with his life. His rough upbringing led to him gravitating towards the streets. When Jeff was just 14 years old, his house was shot up and a bullet flew by his face, nearly hitting him. His older brother was active in the streets and would introduce Jeff to it. He officially jumped off the porch at 18 years old. Jeff was a member of Drill City / Bloodhound, which claims the area of 79th and Maryland. They beef with BKN, Trap City, TYMB, 8 Trey Mob, and 800. Lil Jeff was wild.
Right, so I don't get the gangs in Chicago. I know like Philly and all that. I don't get the gangs in Chicago like that, like to an extent. But isn't TYMB still like BDs? So aren't they a BD set? Isn't TYMB BDs? But they still beef. So TYMB is BDs, right? Lil Jeff was a BD, or that whole gang was BDs. And I know because TYMB used to get shot up by Lil B. You know what I'm saying? Lil B used to shoot up TYMB. Wooski said TYMBK, so I'm pretty sure they're, unless they're GDs beefing with GDs and BDs, but I don't know how TYMB works. I know how like 051 and all that work because it's 051. I know how they work. I know how 600 works. I know how O Block, because O Block and TYMB used to be clicked up at one point. So I know how TYMB is, but it's like they used to be clicked up with so many people. It's like, what are y'all, bro? Like I don't know what TYMB is at this point, bro. Like what?
Wild. He got a bullet tattooed on his face, but was always on Instagram Live dropping his location and displaying heavy artillery. Lil Jeff became well known because he openly bragged on numerous occasions that he killed over 10 people and that he was a top killer in Chicago. The Bloodhound's primary beef is with another group called Trap City. Trap City and the Bloodhounds actually used to be cool with each other, but according to an interview Trap City members did, the beef started after members of the Bloodhounds allegedly stole a chain from a Trap City member. Both sides would start dissing each other, and eventually things escalated to bloodshed. On March 16, 2023, a beloved member of the Bloodhounds named Z-Money, real name Zaire Nelson, was shot and killed. It is widely believed that Trap City was allegedly responsible for this murder. Lil Jeff said in an interview that the death of Z-Money made him see red and made him cold-hearted. About 3 months later, Lil Jeff would allegedly avenge Z-Money's death. On June 25, 2023, a Trap City member named Leo, real name Jaleel Goins.
I'm sorry for pausing so much, but it's like I keep seeing the real, or on YouTube Shorts, I keep seeing this nigga Lil Jeff reenacting the fucking murder. Every time I'm on YouTube Shorts, I always see this nigga react. Bro, this nigga's
It just got into the back seat of a Lyft ride in the 1300 block of West Taylor Street in Little Italy just before 9 p.m. when another car approached. Someone inside hopped out, walked up to the back seat window where Leo was sitting, and opened fire. Leo was shot multiple times and rushed to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead at just 19 years old. Lil Jeff and other members of Bloodhound went on social media and pretty much openly confessed to being responsible for Leo's murder, and that
God damn, this nigga aim. What the fuck?
Jeff and other members of Bloodhound went on social media and pretty much openly confessed to being responsible.
This nigga Jeff had a strike pack? Yo, how you have a strike pack in real life, bro? This nigga Jeff had a strike pack, dog. This nigga didn't miss one shot. Look at this nigga's trajectory, bro.
Responsible for Leo's murder, and that it was a get back for Z-Money.
This nigga had no recoil, twin.
Lil Jeff would continue to kill.
Bro, Jeff had a Cronus in real life.
Used to be cool with members of BKN. In fact, there's videos of Jeff online hanging out with them. Well, everything changed after Jeff was allegedly robbed by BKN members for his watches. This made him want to get back at them as soon as possible. Well, he would allegedly do so in a horrific manner. On January 26, 2024, a BKN member named Monty, real name Ontario Williams, and another young man named Lil Rob, real name Robert Boston, were standing outside of their school, Innovations High School, when a group of masked gunmen jumped out of two vehicles in front of the school and opened fire. The gunmen let off dozens of shots, striking Monty and Lil Rob multiple times in the chest. Both were rushed to the hospital, where Monty would be pronounced dead at just 17 years old, and Lil Rob would be pronounced dead at just 16 years old. Following this double homicide, Lil Jeff went on social media, openly bragging about being responsible, claiming that he and his crew killed them because they stole from him. Jeff had already started rapping at this point, but he hadn't had that much success. Him bragging so openly about this double murder actually made him go viral online, and all of his music began to boost in popularity. As his music was rising in popularity and people began to learn of his story and claims of allegedly having over 10 bodies, Jeff's fame continued to grow at a fast pace. Despite his rising fame and finances, Lil Jeff could never get over his bloodthirst, especially for members of Trap City. This bloodthirst would lead to his untimely death. On June 8th, 2024, Lil Jeff
These niggas got the audacity to have blessed in the back.
was in the 6600 block of South Roads at 5:14 p.m. with other members of the Bloodhounds looking for Trap City members. Once they spotted one, Lil Jeff hopped out of the car shooting and chased his victim into a house. Once he reached the steps of the house, someone within the house returned fire and shot Jeff in the chest. The shooter then stood over Jeff and shot him up to 15 times.
Damn.
The people with Jeff shot back, but it was too late. Once the gunfire ended, Jeff's crew transported him to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead at just 21 years old. The whole shootout was caught on camera, and the footage went viral online. A member of Trap City named Rob is believed to be the gunman that killed Jeff. Rob is currently locked up for a separate gun charge. He was not charged with the murder of Jeff, likely due to Chicago's mutual combat law that has been applied to other Chicago shootouts in the past. Following his death, Lil Jeff's notoriety has grown to new heights, and he has become the face of modern drill music. This lifestyle is crazy. There's truly no winners. It seems like everyone's story ends in one or two sad outcomes. Stay out of the streets. RIP to everyone who passed away.
Now, in Jeff's situation, RIP, but in Jeff's situation, this nigga was just being, he was just getting caught up, bro. And none of his homies was going to tell him to stop. Yo, like truthfully speaking, none of his homies going to tell him to stop being Jeff, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you could take this nigga, put him somewhere else, and then, like, do some others. Like, he would be alive if this nigga just, like, moved on, got a crib. You can dish your ops in many ways, bro. But you sliding on them continuously when you already rich, because he was low-key, he was popping. Like, Funa say he wasn't popping, but he was popping. So it's like, as soon as he killed Monty and Lil Rob, allegedly, nigga boosted. So it's like, you ain't had to do that no more, twin. You know what I'm saying? You got other people in Bloodhound, bro. But anyways, I hope y'all guys enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all, like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys next time. Why can't T6 forever, bro? No cap.